I've gotten to the point where even receiving gifts makes me feel guilty. And I'm thinking maybe the next purchase that I have to do with my budget is a long therapy session. Hi friends, thank you for watching. My name is Mia and this is my virtual vanity, a place where we both love makeup and we're quite critical of it. Today we are going to discuss my August budget update. There's quite a few new people here and thank you for being here. I really appreciate and love every single one of you. But for context, at the start of 2020, in the before times, before there was, you know, a pandemic, we really did turn into peasants, didn't we? We love making bread, we are avoiding the plague, and everyone's revolted. Anyway, as I was saying at the beginning of 2020, I decided that my makeup consumption was reaching a point that I wasn't very comfortable with. So I decided to start a low-buy beauty budget, or whatever trendy term you want to call it. Previous updates are going to be linked in the playlist down below. Without further explanation, let's get into the month of August. For the month of August, I knew what I wanted to get, and I borrowed a bit in advance from September's budget. That is, in September, I will only be allowed to buy one item and one item only. We all know that if you grew up to be a nerdy adult, you were probably a nerdy kid. And what nerdy kid didn't have an ancient Egypt face? Now, let's not even talk about how the mummy was a bisexual awakening for all of us. It had it all. Nerdy, cute librarian, handsome, sassy himbo, and the mysterious rogue robed in black. Truly, that film's aesthetic is astounding. I'm currently reading a series that is the Amelia Peabody series. A friend of mine on Instagram recommended it, and it's Sherlock Holmes. If Sherlock Holmes was a woman, an Egyptologist, and a sassy, assured character. I just love Amelia Peabody so much. She does not give one single fuck about society, about what men think of her, about her station in life as a woman in the whatever century these are set on. Highly recommend. My point was, I love Egyptology, I love Egyptian myth, and so when I came across the Zeesea collection with the British Museum that was Egyptian inspired, I just had to have it. Listen, we're not going to get into the colonialism of the British Museum because this is not the video for it. This would need a whole new video by someone that is much smarter than me at international politics and colonialism, etc. I got myself a couple of items from the collection. The first was the Anderson Cat palette, and I feel that I mentioned this in every video, but this palette, blunt object, heavy, luxurious packaging, tactile, sensorial experience, and it's not only great quality on the outside, it's great quality on the inside too. I forgot to mention I have reviews of all of these up. I'm gonna link that video down below. But needless to say, I'm really happy about the quality inside and outside. You know, it hit me suddenly that this was my second palette purchase of the year. We are more than halfway through the year. This and the Natasha Denona Sunrise were the only palettes that I got. It's such a stark contrast from the way that I used to approach palettes last year. I would like it, I would get it. And I kept accumulating all of these sorts of palettes. I kept realizing that maybe I wasn't using them as much as I needed to. I realized that I was duping out things in my collection. I felt overwhelmed by my eyeshadow collection. Oh, I'm getting overheated from the lights again. Shit. I'm kind of sad that I didn't get to wear as much makeup as I would have pre-corona, because maybe then I would have, I don't know, panned something or shown my makeup more use. But realizing that this is the second palette purchase of the year and that I didn't get any FOMO, that I didn't feel, you know, any type of strong regret that I didn't purchase such and such palette. I kept keeping things on my wish list for months, and then I changed my mind. Then I kept things on my wish list for months, and they could stay there for months on end again, and I wouldn't mind that much. That made me realize that I really need to continue this project in 2021 as well. With some luck, maybe we will go back to semi-normal, as I can continue this exercise, continue giving my already existing eyeshadow palettes some love, and challenge myself a bit more than during these times where it's quite easy for me to keep my makeup consumption at the level. God, I wish that dog would just shut up, and keep my makeup consumptions at, you know, acceptable levels. Something that I noticed was, especially with palettes, you put things on your wish list, and if enough time passes, if you don't scratch that itch of wanting it and you don't get it, you end up either forgetting about it or not wanting to do the things that you wanted to do when you first saw it, or realizing that the looks that you envisioned with it, you can very well adapt with other palettes already in your collection. That is at least in my case, where I've got quite a bit of palettes. Someone that only has like 2 or 3 palettes might not have the same experience. That's me. Moving on. So I was overdue a palette purchase, but regular makeup items I was allowed 2 per month. I got 3, and that's because it got me free shipping and I could add some coupons. Getting 4 items instead of 3 literally saved me a third of the total price, just because I was able to apply coupons. I got myself a face powder. I really like this for all over the face, not so much under the eyes. I like that every packaging has a mirror. It's a really nice mirror too. And I can't wait to just put this in my purse when I go back to the office and just... It's like, I like using beautiful objects for the sake of using beautiful objects. Having items as a sort of walking spectacle, myself being a sort of walking piece of art. I like to be perceived and perceive art and wear art and use art, and it's such a beautiful experience to know that you are using something precious to you that is also perceived as precious by others. I don't think that it is inherently superficial, and I think it's linked to me being a sort of amateur artist. Sure, I love doing art for myself, but it's really especially sweet when someone praises you, when your artistic vision gets validated by an external source. Musings on art aside, I also got 2 lipsticks, and these are in the shade 301 and 309. A very pretty, my lips but better, pinkish tone, and a terracotta, slightly orange leaning red for special occasions. Now that I think of it, I do need to use more red lipstick because I have a stupid amount of it for someone that so rarely wears it. The formula on these is comfortable, creamy, glides on the lips, and I particularly love the obelisk-like indentations. I love patterned things because I like using them to death until the pattern erodes. I just love seeing signs of usage in my makeup. It's just that I rarely do because I'm very light-handed. I don't even know what I'm gonna get in September. I'm thinking of playing hard mode and not buying anything in September, and let's see if I make it. Let's see if I actually make it and I don't buy anything that month. For clothing, because I went on a mall bender last month and I sinned, I did not get anything. I don't need to buy any more clothes at all. I've got plenty of winter stuff, I've got plenty of summer stuff, plenty of unmentionables, plenty of PJs, plenty of everything. So at this point, I'm buying clothes just for the aesthetics of it. I need to redirect this want for aesthetics and easy achievement of aesthetics towards something else. I need to focus more maybe on designing my own fashion clothes on paper, or doing more art, or I've actually ordered an embroidery kit, so I'm hoping that doing some embroidery on already existing pieces might refreshen them up a bit and scratch that itch of I want something new. However, this month I did get some gifts. It's there's a holiday in Romania. It's the 15th of August. It's my name day as well. Mia comes from Maria, actually. I never go by that name. Maria was a dumb kid in high school and middle school. I go by Mia since college, when I felt like reinventing myself and succeeded. So it's my name day and my folks always get me sorts of presents. My mom got me some makeup from Kiko because she knows that I have a lot of stuff from them. So she got me 2 eyeshadows. These are in their wet and dry use eyeshadow. They're wet look eyeshadows or something like that. The ones with this beautiful type of pattern. I already have a champagne that I love using all over the lid, same collection, and I like using them from this part over here because then I erode the pattern. I clearly have issues. And she got me these shades, 228, which is a grayish top, and 202, which is a more pink, sort of muted mauve-ish top type of color. She kind of chose for me colors that she would like, and I really do appreciate it because these are beautiful all over the lid. I love using them as one shadow looks when I go out in the office weekly to send out hardware and stuff. They're really nice. They're satin shades, a little bit shimmery. They're quite multi-dimensional. They don't look flat all over the lid and into the crease. They're really pretty, and I really do enjoy them. She also got me 2 lipsticks, and these are their Powder Power lipsticks in 01 and 05. 05 is a beautiful pink. I love it. It's mask proof as well. 01 swatches like a beautiful nude pink. Nude means something for everyone else, but nude-ish for me pink. But dear God, on the lips, it is just the most horrible butthole lips look. Absolutely disgusting. I look dead. It's patchy as well. Settles in all of the lines that I didn't know I had. So I really love number 05. 01 is just such a dud. It just looks so ugly. I don't know on who it could look good. I mean, I think you'd have to be at least 2 to 3 shades lighter than me, so almost translucent, transparent, to be able to wear this shade of lipstick and have it look any sort of good on you. I just cannot imagine. However, because it's a gift and I hate throwing away gifts, I have repurposed it as a matte blush, cream blush, and it does look good. That way it looks pinkier on the cheeks. It looks like a very nude sort of blush than it does on my lips. I think this is also because I have quite pigmented lips on their own, so naturally they're a darker shade of pink. So layered on my natural lip color, it just might be that it's not a good combo. The formula on these is really interesting. It's creamy, but a dry sort of creamy without being unpleasant, and they're also really soft, much softer than any other lipstick I've used. So I really have to be careful not to mush these too hard. I really have to be precious with them in application. But yeah, overall, I would buy more shades of this, like darker shades, maybe a red. But honestly, until this plague passes the realm and we stop wearing masks, I am not going to buy any more lipsticks. I promise this to myself. I have plenty of lipsticks. I think I have like 60 lipsticks. There is really no reason for me to buy any more when not all of them are mask proof. The non-mask proof ones I use just for filming or taking pictures. And moreover, I need to use up what I already have. I don't go in the office every day. I don't wear lipstick all of the time. There's no point in it anymore. I used to wear lipstick every single day before. So I would have time to rotate through all of them, through, you know, filming, Instagram looks, swatching, real life, going out with friends. So each of the lipsticks would get a fair amount of rotation. But as it stands, I'm not buying any more lip products. No, sir. I'm actually going to make a video about things that I'm not buying anymore because of Corona, because I think that would actually be a pretty interesting, you know, analysis in how this frivolously and very superficially change my habit. Another gift that my mother gave me was a Kiko eyeliner, because I was whining to her on Sunday about my NYX eyeliner going off and me not wanting to buy another because I don't wear it often enough. So she took it upon herself to fill that gap in my collection for me. It's fine. I will use it until it dries up, but it is not my favorite type of applicator. I feel it's a sponge tip applicator. What I like are very thin, very bendy, easily controllable brush applicators, because I find it really easy with those to you know, use the artist technique of applying enough pen pressure and just getting very fine tip, make it, you know, bigger as I go, and then apply less pressure and get a very pointy end. With this, I feel that I need to have a much steadier amount of pressure. I don't feel as artsy using it, I'm just gonna admit it. But I am going to use it. It's a good formula. I just tend to skip just a wee bit in certain parts of my eye. I don't know if it's my skin or if it's it, but it's fine. It's fine. I like it. It's okay. Like, I don't know, in my head, I know that it's not as much as I used to get last year or as I used to impulse purchase, but it just feels like I will never get enough use out of all of my shit now that we are at home all day. I don't feel the need to do makeup every day. As I said, part of the enjoyment for me is expressing myself outwardly and having someone perceive me. And it's not as fun to do when I'm at home. It's really not, because I'm the only one that sees it. It's the same reason why I post the art that I'm most proud of online, when I still used to do that. Now I don't as much anymore. It's not that I do makeup because, you know, people will find me more attractive with it, because certainly looking like a parrot will not necessarily make me more attractive. If my end goal was to be more attractive to men or women, I would use no makeup and make myself look like I'm naturally out of the womb born with those features. But no, what I like doing is slapping sparkle and color on my face. And that act of creativity and experiencing that creativity through the lens of having other people perceive me. That's why I don't always wear neutral makeup. That's why I don't wear natural makeup, if ever. That's why even when I was on my 5 a.m. shift at my former job, I would get myself something really sparkly in a makeup bag. I have a video on that as well, and just use that because I loved the act of it. I loved being walking artwork in my own way. I loved having that part of myself be self-expression, and I miss it. And it's so stupid and superficial in a way, because there are much bigger problems in the world right now. I'm really thankful that I am actually going through first world problems instead of actual real problems because of this pandemic. I feel bad for even complaining about it. Yeah, that was my August. How was yours? Hopefully less whiny than mine. Hopefully much more enjoyable, more entertaining. Let me know in the comments down below if you bought anything or what your opinions are of how my month went. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you the next time. Please don't forget to have a wonderful evening, morning, second breakfast, third lunch, or whatever it is you're from. Bye!